Hello, family. Betrayal is part of the life experience here on earth. Either you will be betrayed or you might betray someone. And I've been on both sides. And when I betrayed someone, it brought a lot of guilt and a lot of shame, and it took away my peace. And I didn't want to see that person, coming around. But I got my peace back by doing what God said. There's two spiritual principles that'll take away the peace, or will bring your peace back when you have betrayed someone or someone has betrayed you. And that's making amends and forgiving. So in my instance, when I betrayed someone, I went back to that person and I asked for forgiveness, and I tried to make it right. Because before then, I didn't want to see that person coming, and my peace was gone. But I got my peace back, y'all. And, in one instance, I was, the person forgave me. In another instance, the person didn't. But either way, I still got my peace back. And, and when, since God spoke to me, I have been betrayed by so many people, but I forgave them, and I got my peace back. So, God gives us, an answer to every problem that we have, because, in any resolution to any problem, the basis is love, for healing. And only love heals. Fear destroys. And fear, was the basis of the betrayal. So, when we move in love, we open ourselves up to healing. And not only does it heal us, it heals others. Because, when I went back to, to the one person, that forgave me, it actually made our relationship stronger. But, we all have a choice, and we could choose to stay, in that darkness, and not be willing to make amends and not be willing to forgive. But also remember, your peace is gone as well. So get your peace back, forgive people, make amends. Even Jesus, when they hung him on the cross, he said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Because sometimes, we can be, used by Satan and not even know it. And one way that you can know it is if you're hurting yourself or hurting other people, So ask God to help you, because God will forgive you for any sin. But, when we, ask God to forgive us for hurting someone, there's still some residue, of of the pain still there until we go back to that person, and personally, ask them for forgiveness. And then, all of our peace comes back. Because when we don't, go back to that person, we still don't have all our peace back. Because like I say, when we see that person, we know what we did and we haven't, made it right, we might want to avoid. But you don't have to avoid when you do what God say. Make amends and forgive. I love you, family. Have a blessed day. Let love reign. Praise God.